Action. All right, Miss Girl, I'm back. You back. We back. Just like a spot hole, you already know. It's me. It's your girl P, your favorite bitch, and your favorite witch. And welcome back to Postscript. And now we're just gonna get into this week's episode. For the first segment of today, as always, you all know we always start with P's favorite pieces. The first thing I want to say is I had so much fun at the trail ride last weekend. Just so like chill and like it wasn't that far and it was a lot of fun. Like I just had a lot of fun. It was just a time. Like we just had a little time. And then when the ride, like you know what I'm saying, made us little next to last stop, I was like, all right, I'm about to get off and go ahead and go back home. Because it was on a Sunday and y'all know I was trying to be in bed. But it was so much fun. So that was the first thing I want to talk about for the P's favorite pieces. The second thing I want to talk about is the 5-pound mound at BB's was $25 the other day, and I was just like, yes, I live on Cinco de Mayo specifically. It rained real bad on Cinco de Mayo though, so it wasn't like giving the vibes like it usually give. But that $25, 5 pounds for a crawfish from BB's did everything it needed to do for me that day. So, and then today, y'all know it's Wednesday because we drop episodes on Wednesdays. They $30 for 5 pounds. I'm like, well, I want crawfish. I'm not gonna have to do that later. But and the last thing I want to talk about, because y'all know I be planning my life out way ahead of time. Girl, why is Kevin Gates gonna be in Charlotte the day before homecoming start? What? That's supposed to be so much fun for me. Like I've done that before, like seeing Kevin Gates like a couple days before homecoming, like when I was in college. But he released a tour dates the other day, and I was like, what's the odds? Like, I'm about to turn up that weekend. Oh, love Big Gates. And yeah, so that's what I want to talk about for this week's P's favorite pieces. What pissed me off today was I saw somebody on Twitter. It was like a TikTok that somebody put on Twitter. And they was talking about the vape, the USB stick little things people be smoking. The tariffs on those is like about to go up so crazy, and they're going to be like $50 or something like that. And I'm like, I'm mad because why y'all mad at that? Y'all need to stop smoking those. Like, stop vaping, for real. Like, people be like, oh, I don't smoke weed. But you vape. I don't, make it make sense. But yeah, so that's what pissed me off today. Because I was like, man, why is she talking about this? Why do they even matter to you? Stop using that thing. But yeah, so, but they be smelling so good and they be cute and stuff. But I just can't, I feel the same way about Black and Miles. Black and Miles smells so good, but I just can't bring myself to smoke one. I don't like something, I don't know. I don't know. I just can't. Questions that need answers. This is an open-ended question. Has somebody ever died to you but still alive to everybody else? That's crazy, right? Like, what? Okay, whatever. Oh, and I really wanted to talk about, I watched Janice the Freak, Jenny the God. What's her name? I'm XXX Dark on Twitter. I watched her J Hill podcast the other day, and I was like so lit to see like 2 people from back home, and then like more specifically because she like used to live in Baltimore and stuff. So I'm like, damn, 2 people that like used to live in Baltimore, because y'all know J Hill from Baltimore. It was just cool, and she's just gorgeous. Like I love her. She's so pretty. But her interview was so good, and like I really loved that she was like open and willing to share stuff about herself. And the other thing that really like hit the nail on the head for me was like, you know, when she was speaking about having emotionless relationships with like your parents. It's just kind of like y'all got a routine. Like she was like, yeah, you know, like they cook, you eat, you go to school, they clean, you like, you know, they like you bathe, you like do your homework. You're like, it's just, I was just like, wow, that's so crazy, because like I understand that on a personal level, and I've never heard nobody like articulate that like that. And so that just really like, I was very interested in that. So shout out to you, girl. Like, love you down. For this week's bar for bar, because why ain't nobody saying nothing? I ain't even do a bar for bar last week, I don't think. At least I ain't write it down. I might have said it, but it's not wrote down in here. So I don't think I did a bar for bar last week. So guess what? This week was a 2. And if I go back and I watch, and I did do one last week, oh well. But the one for last week should have been, I just read her text and say, I'm ready. That song by Key Glock, She Ready? I love when rappers just make like sexy music that's like smooth for girls to like dance to and twerk to. Like, I feel like that's the kind of song you're supposed to play in the strip club, not that bullshit that they be playing in the strip club. Like, that song cranks so hard. So that would have been last week's bar for bar. Shout out to Big Glock. Shout out to Key Glock, Glizzard, GLOCK for finally dropping Glockavelli, because we've been waiting on this tape forever. But it's real good though. Like, and then it's the bonus drink with like the extra songs. I love Key Clark. He's one of my favorite rappers. But yeah, that drink likes that. Okay, for this week's bar for bar, we're gonna go with what that nigga say? Fucking friends out. Top down low key with your legs in the air. I'm a go so deep. Go so deep. Go so deep by Jacquees and Dage Loaf. Oh my god. That song got hair on in it. Like the beat off the rip, it's like it just come in like so hard. Oh my god. And I'm gonna see them on Sunday. Oh, I can't wait to see you next week, Queen. Can't wait. Can't wait. Most people have moved on, but I am still here. Or here. Wherever the fuck I put it. That was, when was that? That was probably like in April. Or March. Girl. Probably March. Yeah, early March. Yeah. But, oh, I cannot wait to hear Queen and Dage do these fucking friend zone songs. Because they've never done these songs live before. Oh, and I'm going with my girlfriend. I'm so excited because me and her love us some Queen, okay? Oh, we about to be so cute. We about to have a little date night. It's about to be so lit. Oh, I cannot wait. And I love, like, and that's like our little thing. Like, we go see Jacquees together. But I cannot wait. Oh, I can't wait. And I'm in North Carolina. Y'all know it's my favorite place. So can't wait to see y'all. This weekend gonna be lit. And I will get into that a little bit later about how this weekend is really going to be lit after I just told y'all what I'm going to do this weekend and the energy that's going to be given this weekend. So yeah, just hold on for that, hold on for that, hold on for that, hold on for that. And for our final segment of the show, if this is your first time here, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. We're going to get into hashtag I cannot make this shit up, our favorite part. On May the 4th, the planet Pluto did move into its retrograde in the sign of Aquarius. And if you've been here, you know I've been talking Age of Aquarius. I've been talking about that for forever. So this is the first time that Pluto is going to retrograde in the sign of Aquarius, in the Age of Aquarius, for the first time ever in our lifetime. And that just gives like a resolution. I need a revolution. Y'all know that Leah song? Like, that's just what I'm hearing. Like, I don't know. And Pluto is going to retrograde in the sign of Aquarius from, like I said, May the 4th until October the 13th. So it's really focusing on the long-term strategy. That's where the shift in the focus is going to. So power dynamics and structures and things that are more stable or secure may be uprooted and redone. And then on May 10th, Mercury enters the wonderful sign of Taurus, and that is going to be in that sign from May 10th until May 25th. So to just comment and build on what I was just speaking on before, Mercury and Taurus, the energy for that is recalibrate, reset, hard reset, factory reset, right? Because right now, if you watch last week's episode, this is the perfect time to be building and slowly but surely realistic approaches to building those sustainable habits and practices that we talked about last week, right? Okay. 2 words right now: patience and persistence. Patience and persistence, patience and persistence. And as always, grace. And as I told y'all, you know, I operate off of the astrological calendar. And if you have not felt the shift, I don't know what to tell you. But the Beltane did happen recently. And that's like a pagan tradition festival or something like that. I don't know if y'all familiar with the maypole, the thing with all the strings that people like walk around and wrap around it. That's where that like originates from. I don't really know much about it apart from that and how it relates to what I'm about to talk about. So just stay with me. Like I said, it's a festival in May, usually on around like May 1st, if I'm not mistaken, that celebrates the abundance of spring and the promise of summer for rebirth, renewal, and blossoming. And overall just growth, because that's what spring and summer is for. So like, and then another thing I read about it was like back in the day when they were like, you know, celebrating Beltane and stuff, the thing that was another signifier that the season was changing was that they would put the cows out into the fields that they don't let grow so that the cows could graze for their summer graze. Like, so like, we are more closely connected to animals than anything. Like, but that's a whole nother conversation for another day. So I just feel like if they operating on that calendar, why the fuck is we not? I mean, I know why we not, but you get what I'm saying. So like I said, this is a great time for you to be building those realistic approaches for those sustainable habits and patterns and practices. So because we're in Taurus season right now, and like Taurus is a fixed sign, like I told y'all, I don't play. It don't be, it's strict around here. But it be a method to my madness. Like I'm not just doing shit just because. Like it's a structure and reasoning behind this. I thought this all the way through. Like I told you, I'm a bigger picture person. So the energy right now is gracing you with the essence to be grounded and to really commit to something, one thing at a time though. Like you don't gotta commit to it. Yeah, it's giving New Year energy. Like I told y'all last episode. Shout out to the Beltane. Shout out to the cows. And shout out to Mercury and Taurus. But another thing, you know, while you're trying to commit to one thing at a time and build those different practices and approaches, be aware of like negative self-talk and like negative self-thoughts. And then remember what we talked about last week. What did I say Mandy called it? Your pleasure practice or your pleasure principle, something that just like brings you back to, all right, ground zero. I was listening to Maddie's show the other day. And she was speaking about like a good thing that you could do right now with Mercury and Taurus, and with the moon being in Virgo over the weekend. She said have a date with no, what she said make it make sense, like CENTS. She was like have a date with your finances and with your budget. And then I was listening to Deontay Cow from the Girls and Eggs podcast on another podcast, and it might have been the J Hill drink for real, but he was talking about like, you know, like niggas gotta get out of that burning money mentality. Like you really gotta get out of that, like for real. Like you too grown to live like that. So understand your budget, understand your breathe fee. If you've ever watched my my YouTube video when I talk about how I moved here, I said you need to know what your breathe fee is, the minimum amount of money that you need to live and breathe and sleep in a home and eat food and drive places and function as an adult. You need to know what that is. If you don't know, you're not living right. No shade. Like you should know how much money it costs for you to just live your basic life without no extras, without shopping, without like all of that. You should know your basic bills and your life expense costs. You should know that. Because it's about the same every month. If we're talking about like rent, utilities, cable, internet, phone, car insurance, the stuff that don't change, you should know what that is. Your phone bill. Tap in. Have a date with your budget, like I said. Oh, and then when I say, you know, I would talk about how the energy is going to be so lit for this weekend, because it's giving very heavy on the Venus energy, because the moon going to be in Virgo, and then y'all know we are in Taurus season, and both of those signs are ruled by the planet Venus. So that's why I really get along with like Libras for real too, because we rule by the same planet. So we have very similar core common values and beliefs. But I'm going to Charlotte, like I told y'all. So I'll just get to, you know, experience and play on those Venus things, the things that make me happy, the things that are love, art, beauty, culture, indulgence, and food. And that's what I'm going to do this weekend. Like I told y'all, I'm going to see Queenie. I know we're going to go on a little date. We're going to be cute. It's, yeah. We're going to have a Kiki with Key. It's really about to go up this weekend. And we always have the shortest times to spend with each other because we live full adult lives. But when we do link up for them 2 and 3 days, blast. It literally be 2 and 3 days. Like, a blast. So then the final thing I want to speak on is on Monday, which is May the 12th, we are going to have a full moon of Scorpio. So be aware of big feelings coming up and stuff that you've been saying, well, no, maybe it's not that bad. It is that bad. Say something. It's bad. Say it. And like another thing I want to talk about, even though it is going to be like a full moon, I've told y'all, you know, think about the full moon being something that you've added on to and poured into this whole time. For now, it's going to come to light. Versus the new moon, it gives you an opportunity to start that over and start to pour new things and plant new things, right? So now there's going to be a full moon. It's going to light up all the shit that I said. Like I said that you've been saying, oh, it's not that bad. No, it's not that bad. No, it is bad. And it's really about to like be lit up for you so you can understand it. And the other thing about it being not only a full moon, but full moon in Scorpio is when the moon is in Scorpio, it's in its fall. So that means that it struggles. It's not stable. It's trying to make some shake. Like, but that's also time, like, you know, like I said, the things that maybe you have been suppressing will come to light. So that's time for you to learn lessons, babe. And then, okay, again, if I'm making all of this astrology shit up, if you watched last week's episode, I told y'all the moon was in Taurus. On my birthday, we had a new moon in Taurus. Taurus is exalted. It's quite literally at home. It feels amazing. Everything is effortless and everything is efficient. And when that happens, elevation. So we going from that happened 2-3 weeks ago to now the moon being in its fall. You gotta start over, Stink. Start over, nigga. That's a little inside joke. And then the last thing I want to talk about is, so with that, have those one-on-ones. Speak your truth. Feel those feels. Say what you need to say. Even though that may be uncomfortable or you may not feel the best in doing something like that, it's either going to bring support and change behavior, or you and that person no longer being, I guess, you know, I don't know, connected. Then the last thing I want to say, because Spirit has been telling me I need to say this, is that you need some plants and you need some sleep. Specifically the big ones that look like, I think they're called elephant ears, monstars or something like that. And then the other ones that's real big and droopy like that, but got holes in it. I don't know. I'm just seeing those two. I'm seeing those two in my head. Somebody needs that. You need to put that in your room. You need to rest, be grounded. Like I said, we is still in Taurus season. Take in that little Venetian vibe we gonna be in over the weekend. Relax, do you, or live it up, because that's what I'm about to do. So yeah, and just remember to take your time when you committing. Slow down and just commit to one thing at a time, babes. That's it. That's all I got for this week. See y'all next week. Yeah, I'm saying queen. Like, that's all I can think about. I mean, I'm saying my praise too, but like, so excited. Thanks for coming. Please come again. Subscribe, comment, like, share, turn on the bell, all the things that people say. Yeah, you know how we end the episode. Bitches be mad because they be hating. Bitches be hating. Stay mad. Bye.